Please introduce yourself.
Respected sir, sir. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I'm fortunate that I am the part of this interview. Sir, myself, I am Kartik Senapati. Sir, I am from Jayadev, Nayagarh. I did my graduation in economics as a major subject. I'm an ex-serviceman. I retired from Indian Navy in 2021, and after that, I'm preparing for civil service examinations. As far as my family is concerned, I have mother, wife, both are homemakers. I have a daughter, and she is in LKG. The aim of my life is to be the part of India's premier institution like Odisha Public Service Commission as a civil servant. My hobbies are cooking, yoga, and spending time in a kitchen garden. And that is all about me, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you were in Indian Navy, correct?
I am not present in Indian Navy. I served in Indian Navy. Now I am retired, sir.
Yes, you were in Indian Navy, and you served Indian Navy with the capacity of CPO. What is that CPO? Chief Petty Officer. And what is the role of a Chief Petty Officer?
Chief Petty Officer is the rank equivalent to Army, is a Naib Subedar. As far as my profession is concerned, I was the senior most logistic department that was assigned to me. And my profession was logistics, and I was advising and supervising the logistics support for.
So basically, you were into logistics.
Yes, sir.
And what was your last place of posting?
INS Shivaji, Lonavala.
No, no. And how many places you have served in during your service at Indian Navy?
Sir, approximately 13 places I have solved.
13 places across India. Okay. Okay. What did you told? What is your hobby?
The yoga, cooking, and spending time in kitchen garden.
What do you mean by inner engineering?
Yes, sir. This is a very new term that is coined by Jaggi Vasudev. It is called the inner engineering. Inner engineering means it is a good blend of our internal vital organs that is functions because of our biological capacities, like our vital organs, lungs, heart, they function and they are interrelated with our biological functions, especially blood circulation and circulation of blood with our brain and other body parts.
Okay. So, in yoga, like you told Sadhguru, he has terminology this word inner engineering, correct? So, the inner biological system, whatever you told, how it is related to yoga?
Sir, before understanding the inner engineering, we should know about yoga. Sir, yoga is a combination of breathing, meditation, and various formation of our body postures. So, when we are doing yoga, our internal body parts are also functioning, and as a result, because of spirituality, we can attain spiritualism, and at that time also we will have lots of health benefits.
Okay, tell me one thing. Sadhguru, okay, he is a yoga guru, or is he a motivational speaker, or he is a spiritual guru? How do you consider him?
Sir, I consider him as a spiritual guru, but as a yoga teacher, mentor, and motivational speaker, he also played a very functional role in our society. Recently, he has taken a soil movement like Save Soil, which is famous worldwide.
Where is he born?
So I have no idea about it.
What is his foundation name?
Isha Foundation, sir.
Okay. Any critical situation you have faced during your job tenure?
Yes, sir. Sir, I can share my experience. There was a selling program that planned, and we just completed our selling program. There was another message come during Bombay High area that there is a crash of a helicopter, and we have to do urgent search and rescue operation. So that we have to cast off immediately our ship, and that was the critical situation because the hour at least 2-3 hours before we just entered the ship, and that time we have run out of fuel, logistics support, and various other machinery spare parts. So within 2 hours we refill our all necessities and logistic support, and then proceed for search and rescue.
How many operations you were a part during your job at Navy?
There are several operations, but this operation was memorable, sir.
Okay. So beside logistic, whether you were into any other activity?
Yes, sir. During my profession, apart from my profession, during service, I was deployed with the survey works. In INS Mocker, when I was deployed, survey works means actually mapping of seabeds. What is the height? What is the depth? Where is rocks are coming? Where sediments are coming? So that we can make maps, and that will forward to hydrographic survey.
How does this international border is mapped?
Sir, international border is mapped under the United Nations laws of sea. We have territorial water. We have a exclusive economic zone. So beyond United Nations law of sea, but as per the law, every state have some role, especially up to 12 nautical miles. The state own defines its territory limit. So,
Who defines that zone?
No, sir. My job is a logistics support.
Okay, just in case you are in survey, okay, that means your job is only survey.
No, sir. My job is a logistics support.
No, I'm just citing an example. ଆପଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସର୍ଭେରେ ମେ ବି ନିୟର ଶ୍ରୀଲଙ୍କା ବର୍ଡର ପାକିସ୍ତାନ ବର୍ଡର ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଆପଣ ସର୍ଭେ କଲାବେଳକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ଯେ ସେଠି କିଛି ଫିସରମ୍ୟାନ୍ probably they are crossing or they are nearby to that border. ପାଖରେ ଆର ସାଇଟ୍ ଶ୍ରୀଲଙ୍କାର ପାକିସ୍ତାନର ତାଙ୍କର ବି ଅଫିସର୍ସ ଅଛନ୍ତି. So once they cross they will be caught. ଆପଣ କ'ଣ କରିବେ ସେଇ କେସେସରେ?
Sir, as a defense person, it is not my duty to interfere with them, because I was deployed for only survey work. I will do my survey work. With the meantime, I will inform my commanding officer so that he will take action. What can be done for?
You will go to rescue them, or you will just remain silent because your job is to do survey only. କ'ଣ କରିବେ?
Sir, actually, fishermen, they have no knowledge, and they don't have adequate amount of technology towards crossing the borders, especially at sea, where it is very difficult to mapping the area which is the actually demarcated line. So fishermen should be advised, but as far as the situation is concerned, we can inform them just not to cross the border.
But ସମୟ ନଥିବ ନା, you will intimate your commanding officer, he will get the information, he will reach or he will send someone. By that time the fisherman will cross the border.
Sir, I observe there is one thing which is very important in the current scenario. The new youngsters which are recently recruited, they are not physically and mentally mapping towards the Indian Navy's culture, so that there is a lots of drop downs after training. So it is very actually loss to the financial angle and to the human resource angle to the Indian Navy. As far as the individual is concerned, they also diverted from their career prospects also. So there should be one transparent system or some check and balance system, like recently we included Agnipath scheme, where 15% people will be shortlisted and they will have future career progression. And this step is very effective to check this type of situation.
You have served 13 years, correct? 15 years. So during your 15 years, would you like to suggest Indian Navy for any improvement, any changes in the process system? Have you observed anything?
Sir, we can say it is a fault of any individual or any organization, but we should do some better prospectus about that.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆପଣ ଏଇଠି ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନୟାଗଡ଼ କରେକ୍ଟ ଆପଣ ନିଜ ଏରିଆ ବିଷୟରେ ଏଠି ଲେଖା ହେଇଥିଲା ଯେ ରାଇଟ୍ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ ଆବାଉଟ୍ ୟୋର୍ ଲୋକାଲିଟି କାହିଁକି କିଛି ଲେଖି ନାହାନ୍ତି ହ୍ୱାଇ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ବ୍ଲାଙ୍କ
Sir, I forget about to mention that. I forget about to mention that. If you want, sir, I will. Sir, my locality is Chadayapalli, nearby Sarankul, and Sarankul is famous for Ladu Baba. It is there is very famous festival, Mahashivratri, and Nayagad is also famous for sweet dish, which is called Senapati, and very eminent personalities. Jadumani, who is called Utkal Ganta, and our Pathani Samant. He is the great astrologer of Nayagad, and he has written variety of books, and I can recall, sir, a lot of tourist places like Odagaon Raghunath Temple, Nayagad Mata Kali Temple, and another there is a Puania Dam, where is a deer park is located, and a lot its scenic beauty is very famous, and it is also a picnic spot. Kantilo Nidamadav, and it is also famous for brass work, and Detikeshwar temple. It is.
You should have written all those things. You should have written all those things. Noyagod. God. कौन फाइन से Noyagod?
Nayagad is a composed of 4 Gadjat states. That is Ranpur, Nayagad, Khurda, and Daspala. If we go back to the history, Chandramani Baghela, he was from the Baghela dynasty. He came to Puri and established in Nayagad princely state. And he was from Rewa and Madhya Pradesh. So after he coming, he killed one tiger who was attacking him. And after the death of the tiger, Nayagad was named as Babuha Nayagad.
In historical point of view, Nayagad or neighboring areas or districts कौन थी माने से टाइम रो अनुसार जदि देखिबा Nayagad लगी कि को किंग और राजा और your के रूल करथिले you no idea अच्छा माने हिस्टोरिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रे फुलवाणी राजा और नयागढ़ राजा हाउ इज देयर रिलेशन ताकर रिलेशन केमती संपर्क केमती नो आईडिया दसपल्लाटा कोन दसपल्ला जंगल कोन
It is a tropical climatic forest, and it is famous for hardwood, especially rosewood. And Sala, Piyasala, these are variety of woods are found. It is no, sir. It is not a tiger reserve. Yes, sir. There is a sanctuary that is called known as a Baisipalli sanctuary nearby the Daspala area. Presently not available, sir. Tigers. There are other species of tigers we can say, leopards or other small tigers are also found.
नेवी रो चीफ पोजीशन कौन कहती
Chief of the Naval Staff.
आउ जो फुल एडमिरल माने कौन full admiral of CNS, Chief of Naval Staff. What does that mean? And who is the first full admiral of CNS? This is the current development in BJP, I think so. You don't have any idea. Okay, एठी आगुडी जिसो लिखी छंती you like BJP party because they are because of their pro people nature. जो रेट हाउ है कि बढ़ुची पेट्रोल रेट खाइबा जिंस सब जिंस डू यू थिंक दिस इज प्रो पीपल नेचर मार्केट तो कंट्रोल रे ही नहीं
Sir, India is a very populous country and approximate 80% people are achieving 10% of wealth of the nation. So maximum people are below the average line.
ना सेटा ही पॉइंट जो मैक्स 10% पीपल कथा जो कहउछन्ती अपन यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड अदानी बोधे बीजेपी सरकार आसीबा पूर्वरु से वर्ल्ड रो टॉप 100 रिचेस्ट पर्सन भितर भी नथिले वर्तमान से टॉप 10 इवन टॉप 5 यू में से टॉप 5 भीतर को आसी गले तो से तो धनी मानकर सरकार सेटा लोकंकर तो सरकार नुह
We pursue the statistics of the government, what policies, what programs are implemented for the betterment of people. So I think, sir, there are lots of benefits if people are getting after coming BJP government. Yes, sir. Like Ujjwala Yojana, which is a very one of the important initiative taken by the government, BJP government, where we can distribute cooking gas cylinders to the below poverty line. So their social status, at least cooking status, will be improved. Their health, sir.
So who will pay the price of that gas?
Sir,
Who will pay the price of that gas? Next time, if they want to refill it, who will pay the price of that?
Obviously, they will feel, sir.
They will pay, okay?
Sir,
And they are below poverty line.
sir.
They don't have money to buy that cylinder. So how they will have the money to refill it?
Sir, government will run and the nation will run not only the participation of the politicians or the executive. People's participation is also necessary. If we only just giving the subsidies and our resources.
So in the past also, when there was a kerosene, the government was distributing kerosene at low price.
Sir.
So with this answer, how can you say like this is more pro people nature of government, and the previous government was not doing, and the government of Odisha is not pro people.
Sir, yes, sir.
So why you are choosing BJP?
Sir, yes, sir. Odisha government, because by comparison, BJP is from the Odisha point of view and national point of view. Sir, how much policies are implementing and how much policies are effectively implemented and how much people are gaining the benefits. One side we are giving the benefits and the other side we are implementing the policy. Policy should not be on the paper in black and white form. That should be reached to the poor and actual benefiter of the people.
Your graduation and post graduation was in economics, right?
Sir.
So why you are not opting economics as an optional? Why you are going for geography and pol science?
Sir, my optional because of my service background. When I was posted in a smoker, I was keen interested in geographical.
So why you have not opted for graduation in geography? Because you did it in 2011 and 2016.
Sir.
It's in recent,
Sir.
right? So why you are not doing with geography?
Sir, distance course through IGNOU, geography was not available.
So you wanted to do with only IGNOU.
Yes, sir.
You
Because
tried like the distance learning provided in geography with other university or not? Do you think it's not provided?
Yes, sir. But there are some constraints in a service, like I have to appear the exam. So IGNOU is the best for defense person, and to appear the exam and study as per the time.
So you wasted now all energy, time, money because you are opting economics here, then you are choosing geography and then pol science here.
No, sir, I don't think so, because study education never goes when if I study. Education, I think education is the best investment.
if the highest
No, I am asking why you are not opting. Just give me the concise answer. Why you are not opting?
Sir, second thing is in civil service, and I can good command over the geography and political sciences. That is the reason I opt for this option.
Okay, there is some saying geography unite, history divide. What do you mean by that?
Pardon, sir.
Geography divides,
Sir,
history unite. What do you understand by this statement? Okay. What's the difference between Navy and Coast Guard?
Sir, Indian Navy comes under Minister of Defense, and the Coast Guard also comes under Minister of Defense. But there is a great difference in their functional capability and functional role. Coast Guard is made for patrolling and search and rescue operation, not for war. Indian Navy is prepared for war, and there are multifarious dimensions where Indian Navy has played its role.
Tell me what is Operation Rahat?
I read somewhere.
Okay. Okay, are you following the newspaper?
Yes, sir.
Which newspaper do you follow? Hindu. Okay. So tell me who became the new king of Britain?
Liz Truss. Liz Truss.
Please trust.
Liz Truss became the new king of Britain.
New Prime Minister of Britain.
Prime Minister.
What I am asking king.
Sir, sir.
So you are not following newspapers. Okay, tell me the reason for Bangalore flood. What are the reasons for Bangalore flood? It's related to your geography, right? You opted for flood. So you must be knowing like the reason for flood and the specific reason for Bangalore flood. Are you aware?
Sir,
The main reason is a cloud burst, sir. Because of cloud burst, there is a heavy rain with a limited period of time, so that ample amount of water comes in the form of rain. It is the Bangalore is the urban area and planned city, but there are some lacunas like a choke of drainage, unplanned developments, and unplanned drainage system. This is the reason for flood in Bangalore.
One side you are saying it's planned city and then you are saying it's unplanned drainage. Okay, tell me how we measure tsunami. What's the method to measure? Okay, and the difference between the GPS and GIS?
Yes, sir. GPS stands for the Global Positioning System, and the GIS is a Geographical Information System. So, in GPS, we can locate one position. It's a physical features, but in GIS, we can take information about all things. It's a mapping, it's a height, it's a location, it's a strata, it's a what minerals are available, what is the groundwater level. This can be fetched by the geographical information system.
You said family is your weakness.
Sir.
How it could be? Family should support you. Family should have given you more courage to join this duty for 15 years. So why you write this family is your weakness?
Sir, I survived with the family, sir.
So with homesickness you have survived at least 15 years in job.
Yes,
How
sir.
it is possible?
No, it's fabulous, sir.
How it is possible? With family you have survived also. And also it is said that you are
Sir, I
family.
survived with the family.
Okay. So do you find any linkage with yoga and Buddhism?
With the various cultural and social factors like Rig Veda,
No, only for Buddhism I'm saying.
Sir.
Buddhism, as far as Buddhism is concerned, it is related to seven paths of Buddhism.
7 or 8.
On agriculture.
Okay. Yeah, carry on.
In this way, yoga is interrelated.
Who developed this yoga? Actually, who developed this yoga practices?
So there are lots of eminent yoga practitioners in India.
Who are the initial teacher or leader who developed yoga practices?
If we go our history, especially Vedic and mythological rap, then
Mhm.
I think Shivji is the
Shivji.
god.
And after him? And after him, after Shivji? Okay. Do you know we celebrate Yoga Day also?
Yes, sir.
What is the purpose behind this?
Sir, yoga day, yoga, what we can say, yoga is our asset of India. As a Hindu, especially on yoga day, we celebrate because of United Nations UNESCO approved this as a International Yoga Day. On this day, it has some special auspicious things happening, like it has summer solstice, 21st June. So, in this day, there is a location change of Earth, Moon, and Sun. So, because of this gravitation force and balancing of gravity, which affects human physiological parameters. So, because of this, we celebrated this day as Yoga Day.
So, what is our benefit, India benefit at global platform?
It acts as a soft power so that we can benefit, we can spread the yoga at international level. It will enhance our diplomatic capability. Apart from this, we can impart yoga and generate a revenue so that it will enhance, give a boost to our economy also.
Okay, good. You asked me about this soft power, no?
Sir.
What is soft power and hard power?
Sir, hard power is
Deployment of military action is hard power, and soft power is helping in case like in dimension of education, health, especially in COVID-19 era. We supply oxygen cylinders, medicines, vaccines to different countries. We are providing grants to our endeavors. Especially recently, we provide some amount of